What's going on, everybody? This be your boy DJ Anonymous with Sports Biz Music, the podcast, episode 96. And I got a special guest on the show today. I got my boy Rick, aka MiamiGotJokes. How you doing, dog?
What's good, y'all, man? It's your boy MiamiGotJokes. It's your favorite Miami comedian. Y'all check me out at MiamiGotJokes on Instagram and Twitter, man.
So so how you been? What's been going on?
I've been good, man. Just, working, trying to put this comedy grind too, trying to be a boyfriend as well. So it's a lot going on my plate right now.
Yeah, man, same here. Like, I'm married, so it's like you got to get a balance. You know what I'm saying? So it's a grind, man. But me and her, we got a podcast too. But mine is just more like I meet way more different people and stuff. So yeah, man. So tell us about like the beginnings, like before you became a comic.
Before I became a comic, I would just like really just regular, man. Like I would just just living my life, just working, just doing regular stuff. Not really thinking about what I want to do in my future. Just just basically doing like watching everybody on Instagram and just playing video games and just
regular stuff.
Before I really came with the idea of being a comic.
Right.
That's how I was before I started this comedy stuff. Pretty much.
So what or who inspires you to become a comic?
The first person that really brought it up to me was my boy Gamma 305. That's my comedy partner.
That's what's up.
And he really tried to introduce me to it, but at the time I was like, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's something that I really want to do, and it's like, I was really scared to jump in it.
Why?
Because it's like, damn, it's like that's a whole new realm of like I don't know if I'm really that funny. I don't know if I can really get on stage and like really look at people in the eye and try to make them laugh, because it's different. It's a whole different monster out there.
Yeah.
And once I got in a new relationship with my girlfriend, and she told me like, what, you should try stand-up comedy. And then even before that, like when I was in school, everybody was like, yo, you should be a comedian. You should be a comedian. So my girl told me like, you should really try this stand-up thing. And then my first show, like my first time getting on stage, and she came with me, and Gamma was with me. I mean, I did horrible, but it's like she was like, just keep going at it, just keep trying it, and you'll get used to it. And
what you felt like you did terrible, or like people booed you?
The thing with the booing, people don't boo, but it's like they just don't laugh.
Right.
Ain't nobody gonna boo you on stage. They just not gonna laugh. The first time I did stand up was at House of Kava. It's in I think it's somewhere in Winton, or somewhere like Midtown.
Midtown, yeah.
Yeah, and I know I did pretty bad because nobody wasn't laughing. Nobody really wasn't laughing, and I was like shy. It's like I was having so much trouble trying to look at the crowd. I was looking everywhere, but like the fucking people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm like, damn. And it's like it was certain jokes I was saying. It's like in my mind, like, does this even make sense to me? So I did terrible. So when I got off stage, she was like, don't worry, it happens. Just you got to get used to it with repetition. And from there, I'm feeling more different. I'm feeling more confident. Before I was just nervous. You know what I mean?
So when was that stand-up event that you did that made everybody laugh and it made you, get a buzz around your name?
The first show that I felt like I was like, okay, this is me. This is for me. Was the very first time I performed at Brunch After Dark.
Okay, I heard about that. What is that, Broward somewhere?
It's somewhere in Broward. It's a spot, but they moved it down here to the Club Rain. And but it was somewhere in like Hollywood area. And the first time I performed there, it was with Plus Daddy and one other comic. And I'm going up stage. I'm telling jokes. It was a young crowd. There was a lot of people there, and I'm telling jokes. And every joke I said was just it was just on point. I'm like, wow. I'm like, okay, I could really get used to this. I could get used to this. And then the guy just kept inviting me. Okay, next month I'm gonna need you. Next month, I'm gonna need you. Okay. And then every time I got on that stage, it was just I never disappointed. You feel me? So as I kept doing that, I'm like, okay, this is, I could really work on this. If I really take this serious, I could really get to another level.
Right.
You feel me? And that's when other people started seeing me from the crowd, like, oh, I seen you at Brunch After Dark. Oh, man, you're good or whatever. There was one time, not too long ago, like a few months ago, where the last time he booked me to go perform there, and then certain people, I came late.
Yeah.
I came late, and there was people leaving and said, oh, man, we came to see you perform, but we got to go because I came like an hour late, and she's like, we came to see you before. I'm like, oh, damn, I'm sorry. You feel me? So that's what it made me know, like, damn, like, okay, now I'm making a name for myself. Yeah. You feel me?
So is it still about, like, word of mouth? Of course, social media.
Yeah.
But, still about word of mouth and stuff like that.
Most definitely. Most definitely. You got to go up there and kill. You got to go do good. And the more good you do, like, people talk about, like, oh, man, he said this type of joke and that type of joke. Oh, man, I can't wait to see him again. And they start following you on Instagram, so they check out what you do on Instagram. And that's also a part of got to be a part of your comedy.
Right. So the people that don't know, you from North Miami.
Yeah.
Like, how was it growing up in North Miami? Because a lot of people, especially out of towners, they don't know about our communities down here, about, it's different, you know what I'm saying? So, like, how was it growing up in North Miami?
Growing up in North Miami, I mean, you had to have thick skin, man. You had to have thick skin because, it was a lot of Haitians.
Yeah.
And that whole, like, North Miami's full of Haitians, and we had a lot of pride, and, we wanted to let you know, like, yo, Zoe's down here running this shit. You know what I'm saying? So I went to Miami High School for like 3 years. And then that whole 3 years, it's like, everybody, we were really united. You know what I'm saying? Like, all the Haitians in North Miami was really united. But at the same time, it's like around that era, it's like when I went to school, like, scamming started taking place. And, and then...
What year you graduated?
I graduated 2009.
Oh, so I graduated 2010, so I remember that.
Okay, cool. So it's like, it got to a point where it's like, once the scamming started, it's like people started separated from each other. You know what I'm saying? It's like, before it was like, oh, we all cool, everything like that. And then after that, it's like, I got more money. You know what I'm saying? I can't hang with certain type of niggas, this and that. So it kind of got divided, like, towards, like, 08, 09. Ever since then, it's been different. But North Miami is a real cool city, man. I love it, man. I grew up there. I've been living there for, God knows, for almost like 2 decades now.
Yeah.
You feel me? So that's my city, man. I love North Miami.
And then you also speak about the Haitian culture, like, growing, because you full Zoe.
Oh, most definitely.
How is it in the house, in the Haitian cultural house? Like, how is it?
Oh, man, that's tough.
Because I was raised in the Bahamian, household. My old girl was Bahamian, so.
Dude, growing up in the Haitian household, like, the number one thing you look forward to is turning 18 years old. Once you turn 18 and you have those rights to leave the house, and I think that's why a lot of Haitian kids, like, are so ready to move on, be on their own, is because of what they've been through with their parents. Right. Because Haitian parents are very tough on their kids. Like, they're very strict, and they don't understand, like, these are new times we're growing in. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So the way, like, just island parents, period.
Yeah, period. They think that, like, this back in the day, but
Yeah, it's really not. It's just new time. Exactly. Yeah. But they're not used to that. They're not hip to that. Some parents are, but they're not. The majority of them are not used to that. So with Haitian parents, they treat you how they were raised. Right. And that's only what they know. So the whole, like, when after school, come straight home. Yeah. Go to church. This when you go to school, you're only gonna be this, that, and this, that other shit. Like, it's dead. It's not working. So it's like, for me to tell my mother, like, maybe I might want to be a comedian in the future.
Yeah, they're gonna look at you crazy. Yeah. Like, well, you better go to goddamn school and get a real job. Yeah.
But then, like, it's 2019 now. We got kids getting paid just to play video games. Yes. We got people getting paid just to travel. So it's like so much job opportunities, but back in the days, parents couldn't, like, fathom that. Right. So, it's different, man. But, like, now, Haitians now, like, they're starting to change. They're starting to see that. But before growing up, as I was growing up, oh, no way.
I think all parents starting to see that. Like, it's more, like, when I was talking to my mom about the podcasting, I mean, I'm growing and stuff, but then she also, ask me like, you know, how the job search going, or like, you know, because I'm still in school. I'm going for my doctorate.
Okay.
And I was telling her, like, you know, my podcasting is just for me to network with different people. But I also seen like so many other people that got podcasts. They once they get to that point, they generate money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They basically live off that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So.
You know, it's a new day. So tell us about like the comedian, like daily duties, like as a comedian, like what's the daily duties as far as like booking for shows and whatnot.
You gotta promote yourself.
Mm-hmm.
The thing with being a comedian, like, and daily duties, like, you gotta promote yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you gotta be funny, like, at random.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can't. Here's the thing with comedians. You know, people always think that comedians are like the funniest people to be around. Like, we're really stressed the fuck out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We have anger problems. We're really stressed the fuck out, but you really gotta just hide it and just like being a comedian, you kind of be like kind of fake,
right?
But at the same time, like in person, you gotta be real. So what I mean by that is like when I'm let's say if I'm with you, right?
Yeah.
Now I gotta make you laugh. Have to give you that vibe, like, you know what I'm saying? Damn, this dude is funny. So you always gotta promote yourself as a funny dude. You know, you gotta always tell yourself, look, I'm a comedian. Here's what my price, whatever like that. You gotta get that arranged. But like deep inside your personality, like you really don't like being around too much people. You know what I'm saying? Because you really just most comedians are just like, you know, I just like to be by myself.
Right.
And, you know what I mean?
I hear that a lot. Like they don't like to be around people.
They really don't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you peep, like a lot of comics like after the shows they just leave.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, like even the ones who's very like the legend, like Dave Chappelle, Eddie Murphy.
Oh yeah.
The Chris Rocks, like you don't really see them even doing interviews like that. They more like somewhere got a big ass rant somewhere, low key with their family and stuff like that.
But you know, as far as daily, you really gotta keep promoting yourself. If you got like social network, you gotta constantly say funny shit, post funny shit. You know, you just gotta keep being funny at all times so people can see that. You know what I mean? And just really talk to. And then it's also good to network with other comedians too.
Right.
I know a lot of comedians now than I knew before. Like Funny Bombshell, I just knew about her since 2018. I didn't know she had even existed before.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you know, and as me doing my research, I just started getting to know like other comedians and whatever like that. So you gotta do your research, you gotta be funny, start promoting yourself, and you know, like just write jokes every day. That's the number one thing. Even if you don't get on stage for like 2-3 years, make sure you have jokes ready to go.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. So, do you think that social media helped or destroyed like the art of being a comedian, like the art of it? Because you know you have some people that use social media. Like Funny Bombshell, she's different because she's more social media, but she's not like a stand-up. I'm talking about like you have some people like yourself that goes on stand-up, but they use social media like to step on somebody else's toes. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll do like more skits, but they meant to be more for stand-up. You think that social media kind of killed the art, or it helped?
I'm kind of like torn in between the two, because you know, like it's kind of killing the art, because as far as like it's kind of killing art because as far as like, you know, it's what the people want to see now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So for the comics that are just stand-up comics,
right,
you know, people are not really like going out to comedy shows unless you're like a big name.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? They're not really like paying these tickets, these $20, $30, $40 tickets to go see this guy who's making a name for himself.
Right.
You know what I mean? They rather sit at home for free, go through their Instagram and say, okay, this is funny, I'm gonna like it.
Yeah.
You know, for $0 and 0 cents. But at the same time, I think it's good also because like it's an easy way to build your name.
Right, that's true.
That's all. That's what it's about. Like I just did a show with B. Simone. She's an Instagram comic. You know what I mean? But she's also building her platform as a stand-up as well.
Right.
You feel me? So it's like it's good and bad. And then I'm also doing a show with Desi Banks on September 5th. He's an Instagram comic, but he's building himself as a stand-up comic. So it's like it's doing more good than bad.
Right.